Hello, how are you doing today, guys? Today we are going to study Bhutto's reforms. Actually, we are having a series of lectures on Bhutto's reforms, and this is the first part of this series. And in this lecture, we will discuss on the nationalization program that was introduced by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in 1972. And in upcoming lectures, we will discuss the educational reforms and labor reforms that Zulfikar Ali Bhutto had introduced. And in another lecture, we will discuss his agricultural reforms as well. So, guys, first let's see the nationalization program of Bhutto. Uh, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto had launched a nationalization program in two phases, but first of all, those guys who are not quite familiar with the nationalization. So let me make it clear to those that nationalization, it's a program or it's a process of purchasing companies and assets from private sector by government. If government is purchasing the industries from private sector and making them public property, we call that program as nationalization program. We can see that this nationalization program, peculiarly with Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, because in other periods, usually the program was more inclined towards privatization because they were encouraging private sector to invest. But Zulfikar Ali Bhutto initiated nationalization program. He purchased or under his control, the state purchase basic industries and make them nationalize. Here's introduced nationalization program in two phases. So the first phase was launched in 1972, and in this phase 31 industrial units were taken over by government. Among these, the iron and steel industry, basic metals, heavy engineering, heavy electrical, vehicles, tractor plants, heavy and basic chemicals, and petrochemical industries. So these were the industries that were nationalized in 1972 in the first phase of nationalization program that was launched by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. And now, when these industries were purchased by the government has to manage something to run those industries. So government set up a board of industrial management under the Federal Minister of Production, and this board of management was entrusted with the task of managing those industries. And now let's see this second phase. In second phase, the second phase was launched in 1973 and it was completed in 1978. And the second phase, basically rice husking mills were nationalized, and remaining other industries as well. For example, cotton industries, gunning factories, flour mills, private commercial banks were also nationalized. Thank you for joining, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel and share this video with other friends and put your suggestions so that we can make this channel more informative. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.